This is the Friday, January 12th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Meteorologist Matthew East here with you. Wanted to start off with this. This is a live look as I cut the video just before 6 o'clock Eastern time this morning. That's from Memphis, Tennessee, where a mixture of sleet and freezing rain is underway. The temperature there in Memphis down to 30 with a wind chill of 20. Significant winter storm underway in many spots from the lower Mississippi Valley, points north and east from there. I'll show you that in just a second. Let's take a look at our Greensboro tower camera. Very mild on this side of that storm system, 65 right now at the PTI airport. We'll check the Charlotte Dowd YMCA camera. Low clouds and extremely mild as well, 65 there in Charlotte as well as we start the day. Highs yesterday in many spots. These highs occurred in the evening, with temperatures continuing to slowly climb thereafter. There's your triad numbers, and then there's the Charlotte viewing area numbers from yesterday. All right, here we go. These are basically 6 a.m. Eastern time temperatures. Extraordinarily mild. Southerly and southeasterly wind cranking around the region too. Have some rain, most of it pretty light in the mountains and the foothills, and even where you don't see much out in the Piedmont, some drizzle. Kind of a misty, drizzly scenario occurring. Now off to the west, here's your band of thunderstorms trying to develop in Alabama and Georgia. Looks a little ahead of schedule to me. We'll watch that. And then rain extending up into parts of Tennessee and Kentucky. Then you hit the colder air, and it's ice and snow from western Kentucky, southern Illinois, eastern Missouri, down into western Tennessee, Arkansas, northwest Mississippi, even northern Louisiana, down toward Monroe, Louisiana, seeing some snowflakes flying this morning. Very dynamic storm system wrapping up, and that is tapping Gulf of Mexico and Atlantic Ocean moisture. And again, you get the cold air underneath that moisture feed, and there you go, kind of a messy deal in the Mississippi Valley region this morning. Now, as we move forward in time, we're going to see that system continue to congeal and move in our direction. I think eventually there's the potential for a band of showers and embedded thunderstorms that moves into the Carolinas, maybe mid-afternoon in the mountains and then in the Piedmont, say 4 to 10 p.m., thereabouts. But again, that line may be a little ahead of schedule. We'll see. We might have to adjust that timing up a bit as we see how this unfolds. But it is that chance this evening when we have that band of activity potentially moving through, when we have the greatest chance for some wind damage with some of those showers or storms. There you go. Winter storm warnings up in the pink shaded areas. A lot of winter weather advisories as well with this very dynamic storm system. So there's the low pressure pulling into the region. Showers and a few embedded thunderstorms a possibility. Enough instability there. This is the Cape, the convective available potential energy. There's enough there that with all the wind energy aloft with this system, any of the stronger showers or even a couple thunderstorms could tap into that and cause a damaging wind gust or two. Potential rain amounts with this system, and an additional half to 1 inch plus in many spots across the region. And again, kind of a blustery weather scenario. Winds today out of the south and southeast, gusty, and then switching around to the west later tonight as much colder air begins to arrive. Highs today very, very mild across the region. All right, now on the cold air side of this system, there's your footprint of wintry precipitation occurring anywhere from the lower Mississippi Valley on up into the eastern Great Lakes and the New England states. There's the footprint of snow from the European model. I think it's pretty heavy as you get up into, again, parts of the northeast. And it's not just snow, it's ice as well. These are potential ice accumulations from the European model. Some pretty significant numbers involved in some spots. So this is a big-time winter storm. And this system will end up some snow in the North Carolina mountains tonight and into Saturday, especially Saturday morning. Those northwest-facing slopes could pick up 2 to 3 plus inches. It's one of those upslope deals where the favored northwest-facing mountain areas will do the best. Then we trend colder as we get into the weekend. That colder air mass blows back in, northwesterly flow for Saturday. Temperatures look like that, and some of these highs will occur in the morning with falling temperatures thereafter. Cold setup for Sunday. Look at these highs. Really chilly stuff around the region, and plenty of cold air to come. There's the upper level pattern for midweek, and that's a big-time shot of cold air taking hold for most of next week across the region. All right, let me show you a couple other charts here, and I'll get to the midweek goings-on as well. We'll start with this current storm system, and again, this is the European model. This is this afternoon and into this evening, and there you go, kicking over to snow tonight In the mountains, the system works northeastward. Same basic idea on the GFS. This was a 0Z run. This is this afternoon into this evening, and then on into tonight and Saturday morning. All right, so midweek, pretty interesting. Here comes the next system rolling in, and you still have a lot of bundled energy on the south end of this, the bottom end of the trough on the European model. This is the most recent European model run. Compare that to the GFS. Not nearly as bundled, a little bit more strung out, not as impressive. But on the European model, it is enough to generate precipitation. So this is what it looked like on the 0Z run, the most recent run as I cut the video. This is overnight Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. There's daybreak Wednesday, and then as a low pressure tries to pop offshore, you see this footprint of snow kicking in and then lifting off to the northeast. And so it's not got any other support from other models, but it does have a decent amount of support from its ensemble. So here's the ensemble mean. Let me reposition that. There you go. This is the ensemble mean European snow, and so you see some of the ensemble members printing out snow. Now this is basically, of all the various ensemble members, a handful of them that produce snow that is bringing that mean that looks like that. But I will show you this. This is the control run of the European ensemble, and it's pretty impressive and pretty similar actually to the operational run. So I think the idea has some merit. That we'll have to watch that Tuesday night into Wednesday time period to see if that energy can be bundled enough to pop a low pressure enough to force enough snow there in the central part of the Carolinas. We'll see. Interesting to watch. Certainly nothing I would bet the farm on at this point, but interesting to watch as we get toward the middle sections of next week. All right, that is it for the latest edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Thank you for watching. Everybody have a great weekend. Stay warm this weekend, and God bless.